All right, so I didn't record any warm-up sets today, so we're just blasting this top set right off the rip. So 405 for 5 PR. 405 for 4 was a big deal when I hit that a couple months ago. So this felt pretty good to hit this for 5. First 4 reps felt pretty easy. The 5th rep was a definite grinder. Getting that little more like hinged, almost low bar type of position, but the bar's still racked like a high bar squat. And just a little longer, so I tend to bend over a little bit when squats get really heavy. Listening to the song Spades by Big Boy on this set. Big Boy's fucking sick. I had a 365 for 5 down set recorded, and somehow I deleted it because my phone is really short on storage, and it keeps getting mad at me and telling me that it's going to like offload my stuff or whatever it does. So yeah, that down set is no longer in existence, but it moved pretty fast. Continuing to move on with these reverse lunges from the previous week. This is 240 for 2 sets of 5 each side. This felt fine. This felt a little better than last week. I think I ended up putting like 250 or 255 on last week, and that felt a little bit too heavy. So this is a little bit better. I'm going to keep trying to push these for a little bit. Previously, when I would do these, I would end up irritating my groin, and that doesn't really seem like it's in sight. So that feels pretty good. This is the following upper day. It's kind of like my volume upper day. Had some Larsen close grip touch and go bench. It's kind of just like a volume press, like a variation press, kind of like a novel press that I have that I can still push a little bit heavy in my program. It's kind of arbitrary that I'm combining like elements that make the lift easier and elements that make the lift harder. The easier one obviously being touch and go, and the harder ones being the Larsen component and the close grip component. Sometimes I try to combine those to make the lift a little bit easier and a little bit harder in various ways, but there's not really much of a method behind that. Just kind of doing a different version of the bench here. That was 225 for 7. I've done that variant for 11 before, but since this is my second bench day of the week and my shoulder's a little bit pissed off, pulling back on that just a little bit. I did 5 sets there with slightly descending reps. I think I did like 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, something like that. And then I paired that with chins, just body weight today. Descended the reps on this. I think I started at like a set of 10 and moved it down to just like 5 or something like that. Chins are pretty much a staple. I try to do them at least once a week weighted. Maybe I'll do them body weight if the pull down is taken, or if I don't feel like walking across the gym to pair a pull down with a bench or something like that. I like pull downs. I just kind of always find a reason not to do them, because I think chins tend to feel a little bit better, and it's a little more mentally engaging for me to do a chin up than a pull down. So I moved on to some dips after this, still body weight. Although the bench is kind of pissing my shoulder off a little bit, these feel pretty much fine. They used to hurt my shoulder a lot, but I kind of worked my way into them by doing like regressed versions with like my feet supported. And now body weight sets of 10 plus and like weighted sets for sets of like 5 to 8 or so feel really good. So these will probably remain a staple for a little bit. Try to add weight to these pretty soon. I think this was a set of 12 here. Kind of taking it a little bit easy. This is like my 4th pressing exercise of the week and my last pressing one, and I'll probably add a little more volume to pressing pretty soon. Same thing with upper body pulling, so kind of just trying to take that easy. And then we just got more cable rows. I recorded these the other day. I'm not really sure why I recorded this on this day. This is pretty boring, pretty lame, but a good exercise nonetheless. Again, like I said the other day, I try to throw some horizontal pulling in my program as well, although I think I am a little bit biased towards vertical pulling, the same way I'm biased towards horizontal pressing versus overhead pressing. I'm just not really going to do a whole lot of overhead pressing right now. It's not really super mentally engaging for me the same way that like a heavy bench is, but I should throw some of it in, so it'll probably be in there at some point. So yeah, really that 405 for 5 squat was the highlight of this video. Nothing else really too amazing or too important. This day thrashed my back really, really bad, so the deadlift day that came after was rough. So that'll be up soon. See you guys.